What's up, guys? It's Caleb Pope here with Arrows Anonymous, and I figured I'd go ahead and take the time to give you guys something today that everybody's kind of been asking me, and that's, what do I think about the new Dialed PRÜF? Well, I'll tell you, I love it. It's one of my favorite sights, if not my favorite sight that I've ever shot. So I loved my HHA. I liked my black gold, especially for whitetail hunting. This kind of fills the space for everything. I feel like this sight did better for me at tack than anything that I had previously ever had. There's only two things that I really think could be better. I'm not going to say I dislike them, but I think they could be better. And everything else about the sight I absolutely love. I think they did a phenomenal job. So I hated the Arxos. I thought it was the worst sight on the market for the price point. I'll just tell you that straight up. I absolutely hated it. And I think they did everything to fix everything that I hated about the Arxos when they put the PRÜF out. So we'll start with the negatives first. The only things that I don't like, the two things, is when you start to level your first axis, you can see your screws are right in here. And it's gonna be a little hard to see them, but that's where they're at. They're right back here. So you can't even get a stubby in there. So what does that mean? Well, what I had to do to get it correct was I left that loose back there, and I would just dry fit it up against it and make my level adjustments. And I would tighten it up a little bit, make sure I was going where I wanted to go, loosen it back up, adjust a little bit, and when I locked it down, I was good. So it wasn't absolutely a pain. It really wasn't. I was able to get it relatively easy, but I would like to see that to where you could at least get a stubby in it and get it fit up and adjusted the way that it's going to sit on the bow. And I've had some guys tell me that the bridge locks are the same way. They're a little too tight. The other thing that I don't like about the sight is, for, you know, a $600, almost $600 sight, I feel like this roll could be smoother. And you can kind of hear it. It feels a little gritty. So what I think, and I could be incorrect, is that there's not metal gearing in there. Obviously you can see that, you know, your gearing right here is obviously polymer. If there was metal gearing in there, I feel like it would be a lot smoother, a lot like the HHAs and some other stuff. But that, for almost $600 sight, I feel like that should be a lot smoother. Now, the lock that they added, phenomenal. I mean, the thing absolutely does not move. Your left and right windage being micro adjust, phenomenal. The clicks are loud, very concise. Sighting the thing in was super duper easy. I actually finished sighting in for tack with a precision cut archery tape the day before tack, and I was dead nuts on everything. So I was super happy with that. The pin brightness is flawless. The sight acquisition from the back with the white ring is flawless. I love the top level. The lock on the front absolutely does not move. The machining, the fit and finish of this sight, I just don't think you can beat it. The aesthetics of this sight are absolutely out of this world. Obviously, this is for the Hoyt Tombstone. My bow's a little bit different gray, and it still looks freaking awesome, man. They absolutely knocked the aesthetics out of this world on this sight. So, as you can tell, I really do love this sight. I think that this is potentially my favorite sight that I've ever owned. So when I have to give this sight a rating, I would say that it's a solid 8.8. If they would fix the two things that I griped about, they're not even cons, they just need to be a little better, they would have possibly the best sight on the market on their hands. So I have no intentions of selling this sight or changing. I absolutely love this sight. I think the guys at Dialed listened to their customers and corrected everything that everybody didn't like and absolutely knocked it out of the park. So if you've been looking at a Dialed PRÜF, you heard things about the Arxos, you're not sure if you want to dive in and spend the money on a PRÜF, I'm here to tell you, do not be afraid to spend the money on a PRÜF. They are 110% worth it. I mean, just in fit and finish alone, you know, even a little bit of rubber up here, I mean, there's not a flaw on that sight. And this sight's actually been through mud and dirt, rain, storms at Tennessee Tap, and it still looks brand new. So if you're looking at a Dialed PRÜF, do not be afraid that you're not going to receive the highest quality product, because you absolutely are. And if you need anything from me, holler at me at Arrows Anonymous. My Shopify is up and running, so you can get my bear shafts on shop now. If you need wraps, holler at the boutique. If you need bow tunes, bow work, custom arrows, holler at me. Just DM me and we'll get you situated. Appreciate you guys.